core emotional needs. We all have one. They form between the ages of 0 and 7, and they inform everything that we do and result in very unhealthy behaviors when this need's not met. I've talked about these needs in a lot of different videos. There are 7 different total needs. Am I wanted? Am I safe? Am I loved? Am I successful? Am I good enough? Do I have purpose? And am I secure? So what's happened is a lot of you are saying, yes, this is my need, but now how do I actually help myself through this need? And so I just want to define a core emotional need a little bit more. So when you have a core emotional need, when it's not being met, the first sign is what we call the scramble. So when you're in your scramble, I just want you to imagine, okay, so let's pretend that you're walking into a room full of mirrors, right? But instead of these mirrors reflecting you, they're reflecting your need not being met. So in those mirrors, you would see things like the people pleaser, the one that says yes even when it should say no. You might see the overachiever, the one that always needs a pat on the back and needs to hold that trophy even if they don't care about what the event was. Or you might see the controller, holding on so tightly to micromanage everything to keep themselves feeling safe. These are all different versions of different core emotional needs, but it shows up in the mirror, and that is when you are in your chaos or your scramble. So when you're in your chaos and your scramble, you'll do anything to get the need met. So let's just pretend your need is, am I safe? If your need is, am I safe, you have a need to feel safe both physically and emotionally, which means you might avoid certain relationships that you deem dangerous, or you might try to control everything about a situation. You go pumpkin picking with the kids and you're worried about the car, and you're telling the kids they don't know how to listen and you're yelling at them, all because you really just want them to feel safe. And you want yourself to feel safe. If something happens to them, you don't feel safe. This is when you are in your scramble. So you usually go from your scramble to avoidance. Avoidance is, I'm not going pumpkin picking. It's too stressful, we're not gonna do it. And you start to count things out of your life that are really fun that you should be able to do. But if you're in your avoidance, to protect yourself, you're not gonna do them, okay? The way to get out of your avoidance is to get into your truth. So whatever your need is, am I wanted? Am I good enough? Am I successful? I want you to right now close your eyes, if you wish, close your eyes and imagine a situation where you were in your scramble, when those mirrors were reflecting things that you were negative looping about, where you were trying to control a situation, or you were overly attached in a relationship, or you were seeking outside affirmations. Now imagine this and see it through your eyes and really feel what it feels like to be in that situation. Now, I want you to imagine that this situation has completely changed, that all of a sudden now, the answer to that question is yes, I am safe. I am good enough. I am wanted. I do have a purpose. I am secure. And notice how everything changes. Look around the room through your eyes. Notice how your breath changes. Notice how the way you hold your shoulders change. Notice how the way the face feels different. It's no longer tight. Notice how the self-talk changes. Now imagine if this could always be true for you, because it is. I am good enough. I am safe. I am wanted. And how that would change your relationships. How would that change your relationship with your friends, with your coworkers? How would that change you as a leader? How would that change the way you're able to love, not only others, but yourself? How would that change your relationship with yourself? And now I want you to anchor this in, okay? Put your hand on your heart and say to yourself, I am safe, I am wanted, I am secure, I am loved, I am good enough, I do have a purpose, I am successful. And really hold it there and feel it. And this is one way you can really get through those core emotional needs. Here's another one, journal. Journal, what the scramble is. Every time you're carry this journal with you, what's the scramble? Scramble, my finances are out of control, I'm gonna go broke. And then on the other end, the truth. I have all the resources I need to make money, I'm gonna be okay. I have people who love me, I'm good enough, I have self-worth, I feel okay. Scramble, oh my God, I need to win, I need to be on the podium because that's the only way that anybody's gonna have any reverence or care about me. Truth, you are successful. It's all about internal success. It's about how you feel about yourself, not about how others feel about you. It's not about holding the trophy. So when you're doing this journal, scramble truth throughout the day. Scramble truth all day long. Here's the last tip I'm gonna give you. So whatever your need is, am I loved, am I secure, am I safe? give that need. So if you're an am I loved person, give love to people and love will come back to you. It's like a boomerang. If you're am I secure, give security and security will come back to you. And these are just a few tips on how to get through it. Now, if you're watching this for the first time and you've never even heard of a core emotional need, I've done a lot of videos on this. I have a playlist on this. You could take the survey. I'll put the survey in the comments on this video just so you have it. But if you're one of the people who have been writing to me saying, how do I deal with this? These are some tips. If anything's confusing to you, leave a comment and I will write back, I promise. I want you to be living in your truth. I'm not just making these videos for myself, I'm making them for you, because recognizing this need for me changed me. It really taught me how to be in my truth and live a much healthier, happier life, not be caught in that negative loop anymore. And I want the same thing for all of you. So good luck. Write to me whatever concerns you have. I'd be happy to help. And if you need to take the core emotional need, again, it will be the survey. It'll be in the comments.